Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from the second group. Would like to present about the Takaful products, general and family. First, I would like to introduce our group member, which is the first one is me, Muhammad Safwan Hafiz bin Samsuddin. Other group member is Nik Amrul Akil bin Nik Kamal, Muhammad Najwa Syahmi bin Kamaruzzaman, and Muhammad Zulhilmi bin Mustafa. Before we proceed to the presentation, we would like let's go through about our research objective, which is the first one is concept of family and general takaful, importance of family and general takaful, and the difference between family and general takaful. Now let's go to introduction. The first one, the establishment of Takaful has provided an alternative to conventional insurance to Muslims who need a guarantee of Sharia compliant financial protection. According to BNM, the Takaful business developed in Malaysia in the early 1980s in response to the Muslim public need for Sharia compliant alternative to conventional insurance, as well as to supplement the operations of the Islamic Bank, which had been formed in 1983. The ruling issued by the Malaysian National Fatwa Committee, which determined that life insurance in its current form is an invalid contract related to the existence of the components of gharar, which is uncertainty, riba, usury, and maisir, or gambling. The third one, according to IFSB, the takaful is the Islamic equivalent of traditional insurance, and it comes in two varieties, family and general. Takaful is an Arabic term that meaning joint guarantee, and it refers to a group of people who agree to help one another in the event of a loss caused by a certain risk. In a takaful agreement, participants make a tabarruk promise to donate a quantity of money to a common fund that will be utilized to aid members against a certain form of loss or injury. In a takaful, injuring is done on a mutual basis, which is comparable to conventional uh, conventional insurance in several ways. In other words, takaful is a term that refers to a group of people working together to jointly guarantee and help each other to satisfy certain demands that have been agreed upon, such as paying compensation for a specific loss or any other type of financial necessity. This type of collaboration entails all takaful participants contributing money based on the tabarruk principle, which is voluntary contribution. A special fund will be established as a source of financial support to any participant who meets the terms and circumstances set out by the participants. Takaful firms provide two categories of takaful business, which is family takaful business plan and general takaful business schemes. The family takaful business and general takaful business might be compared to life and non-life insurances in the context of conventional insurance. Alright, let's go to the next presenter.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I would like to continue our presentation with the concept of general and family takaful. As we know, takaful is divided into two categories, which is general takaful and family takaful. Each type of product has its own features, characteristics, and categories. General takaful focus on a short-term protection of properties and liabilities against any losses and damages. On the other hand, general takaful provide the coverage for the loss and damage of assets such as the property, vehicles, machines due to accidents, natural disaster, and more. There are two types of the products in general takaful, which is property takaful and liability takaful. General takaful products also is a yearly renewal basis. It is meant to offer a type of a Sharia compliant risk sharing and risk management methods. The participants in this scheme have a ta'awuni and tabarruk relationship, while the takaful operator and the participants have a mudharabah, wakalah, and wakaf relationship. For example, the product in general takaful is motor takaful, which provides the protection of participants' vehicle from any loss and damage due to accident, fire, theft, or damage to the third party property. Engineering Takaful, which kind of policy safeguards the participants' interest against any losses, damages, or liabilities arising from the bridge construction, buildings, dams, and the tower owing to a variety of factors. Fire Takaful, which provides protection to participants from loss or damage to property caused by fire, explosion, or lightning, such as building, furniture, machinery, and so on. Marine Takaful, which the policy that provides the protection to participants from any damage or loss of goods during transit, whether by sea, land, or air, from the place of origin to the designated destination. Apart from the policies, there are also several policies that offer in general takaful based on takaful measure, such as workers and employees policies, which provide the guarantees for the expenses of repatriation of foreign workers to their country of origin. Next, we move to family takaful. Every individual in the family will face a financial burden if something undesirable happens, such as the risk of death, disability, chronic illness, and old age. Family Takaful is a Takaful scheme that provides the long-term protection and savings to participants. This being necessary to create a family Takaful coverage with a certain condition by contacting the Takaful operator in order to find a way to meet a requirement for coverage according to appropriate time. This is because each plan aims to meet the needs caused by the desired burden, especially in financial terms. Family Takaful products are often intended to protect against the possibility of death or permanent disability. The types of family Takaful plans are individual family Takaful plans and group family Takaful plans. Each of these types of plans has its own features and functions according to the type that offer for individual in family Takaful. In individual family Takaful, there are three types of plan, which is ordinary family takaful, retirement annuity, and investment linked takaful. The ordinary takaful is a plan that has financial benefits due to permanent disability and death together with long-term investment, which is earning that will be distributed upon claim, maturity, or early surrender. Among the plans which categorized in ordinary family takaful plan are savings plan, education plan, mortgage plan, and rider plan, which provide the coverage for personal accident, disability, health, or medical, and so on. The retirement annuity is providing a plan that offers a fixed income upon the retirement, such as contribution in the employee's provident fund, which is EPF, can be an important source of retirement income. Investment linked takaful, which accounts for a portion of the donation, is used to acquire the investment units like a stock of fixed income securities. The second type of family takaful plan is a group family takaful plan. The plan requires a minimum number of participants to qualify as a group. The participants of their heir will be compensated in the form of cash rewards if they die or become permanently disabled while participating. The example of group family takaful plan is a group medical and health scheme, group retirement scheme, and the rider for the employee benefit scheme. The group credit takaful is the second type of plan from the group family takaful plan. The purpose of group credit takaful is to provide the protection to pay off debt, the facilities or financing in the event of death of the permanent disability to the accumulated participants to any institutions. So that's all from me about the concept of general and family takaful. If there are any mistake in my presentation, I apologize. I hope you guys will understand what I presented earlier. I will give to the next presenter to explain about the importance of family and general takaful. So from me, thank you.
Okay, for the next slide, we continue to the topic, the importance or the benefit of Takaful general and the family. Okay, for the first, we go to the family Takaful, which is family Takaful is the plan that protect against the risk of death or permanent disability to the depositor. Family Takaful is a scheme that provide a long-term protection and saving and investment that return to the contributor. Okay, and that another benefit of the family takaful is to reduce the risk that will occur in the future. Uh, Such as when the depositor die before matured, and and then the benefit will be received by the heirs taken from the amount of takaful cover plus the profit from the investment. Okay, in that, family takaful is about to pay compensation to the claimant family. And then we can think the benefit of family takaful is to ensure that the life of the heirs can continue and have a emergency fund. We go to the medical takaful. Okay, we know that the health is something that should be appreciated by the all human, and we know that Islam be more protected by to almost to keep health. And for your information, medical inflation in Malaysia is around 10% per year and will increase, which will lead to an increase in the cost of treatment in the Malaysia. For example, in 2013, the minimum cost of the kidney failure is about 150,000 and will increase to the 225,000 in the next 5 years. Okay, the benefit that we can get when we get a medical takaful from the for example from the Zurich medical takaful is the unlimited lifetime limit, and also we can get the provide second medical level facility in 36 critical illness such as buah pinggang, kecil manis, darah and so on. And you know the main condition of the takaful protection scheme is to protect before it occur, and if a disease already exists, then the disease will no longer be covered. And also the benefit that we can get when we have a medical takaful is we can receive 24-hour assistance as well as easy hospitalization. Okay, next we go to the child education. We know that the education is a major aspect in helping family out of poverty. When we get a good result. However, the cost of learning is also increased, especially in the field of diploma and the degree and above. For example, I get for the MTR education, which is takaful by the Bank Muamalat. There is provide the supplemental with additional coverage such as critical illness benefit or IBSR. Aside from saving from the children education fund, and also can also it can also help protect children for the payment of the medical costs. And also I get from the takaful link education for the Zurich takaful. They also provide the benefit for the contributor, and such as they provide a cash benefit if the child is admitted to the hospital due to an accident or the illness. And also Zurich takaful provide the flexibility that allow contributor to stop making contribution that made the contributor more free. Apart of that, the contributor also get the benefit from the SPM achievement allowance, which is get the receive 500 ringgit for the 5A result and the 1000 ringgit for the 8A result. And also when from the Zurich takaful, the contributor will receive the income tax relief of up to 3,000. It gives more benefit to the contributor. Plan in the family takaful, which is the investment link from the Bank Negara Malaysia. Investment link is special feature of investment is to change the takaful coverage according to the protection needed. Protection needed of financial situation by adding or removing. Indirectly provide space of contribution to make the best use of the investment protection. Okay, from the Ikhlas Takaful company provide the benefit to the contributor. Benefit is the immediate payment reward which gives more profit to the contributor, such as the benefit allow the contributor to get additional 10% of the original amount at the end of the 3-year certificate, and every 3 years for a maximum 50 years. And also the also can get the loyalty benefit given that in the end of the 10 third certificate and every 3 year thereafter which allow contributor to purchase only in the each investment fund and the material benefit option. Uh, Next is general takaful. Under the general takaful, we get two product which is a property takaful and liability takaful. Property takaful, which is a risk which refer to damage or loss, and the liability takaful is a risk that can cause the risk of bodily injury or property damage to other. And the main of the general takaful is to provide a form of protection that use a risk management mechanism, and it was a short term takaful. And the importance of general takaful is to protect our asset and property, which is according to the Maqasid Syariah also need all Muslims to protect their asset. Also, the non-physical asset also need to be protected, such as business or educate investment. The importance of the general takaful is to avoid incurring unnecessary expenses. We know that Malaysia is the country that almost every year get hit by the flood. It's important to get a takaful for their asset and the property. Second important of the general takaful is to help protect us from the incurring unnecessary expenses. Example which is when we get accident, when we not takaful, we must pay more to repair our car. And for the and also lastly, general takaful is important to indirectly help to improve the Islamic economy. Takaful is one of the branch that provide many advantage in the economy in Malaysia. That's all for me. We go to the next presenter.
Okay, I will discuss about the difference between the general takaful and family takaful. Okay, from the first aspect, which is coverage, family takaful is covered for all risks linked to the human existence, while the general takaful is covered for all non-life risks, which is like property, car, motor, and so on, which is non-life. Okay, for the family takaful, is also provide a family income. It also can be a family income benefit for the family of the person covered upon his death due to the natural cause, accident, or total and permanent disability due to the accident. Okay, why for the general takaful is provide loss for non-life risk, which is provide coverage for all the loss damage of assets such as property, vehicle, machines due to the accident, natural disaster, and so on. Okay, now let's see the difference in aspect of duration for family takaful and general takaful. Okay, family takaful is a combination of long-term saving and protection, and it also combined with the investment, so it can provide a family income benefit for the family of the person covered upon his death. So, the period range for family takaful is about from 10 years until 40 years or until maturity date. So it become after maturity date, so the person who take the takaful can collect all his investment during the time. Okay. Next for the general takaful is a short-term protection of properties and liabilities against any loss or damage. It is because we can claim the compensation anytime or anywhere due to the loss of damage. So because we can take a lot of compensation, or we can claim a lot of compensation, so it will become a short term, which is about 1 year or 12 months. And also the general takaful can be renewed and once expired. Last but not least, the family takaful also may increase risk coverage with the increase of age of someone, such as a mortality risk increases, while the general takaful may not increase with duration. In fact, may decrease due to the better safety measure taken by the participant. And also, the family takaful is designed for the prepare of the beneficiaries' future life, which is the investment. And the general takaful product is the product are designed to meet the needs of the individuals and corporate bodies in the event of loss inflicted upon their properties, asset.
As a conclusion, we would like to emphasize here that we as Muslims should understand that each takaful plan has their own advantage and disadvantage to ourselves. Therefore, before we register ourselves and our family into Takaful contract, we must read carefully and understand the context of the agreement contained in the contract before signing the agreement document, so that we don't misunderstand and further in future we will trouble ourselves. In addition, if we want to enroll ourselves in Takaful, we must ensure that our budget, our finances are sufficient for ourselves and our families first. This is because if we don't have enough money to pay the monthly Takaful commitment, later we will suffer due to our own negligence. Furthermore, we must plan our finances carefully before making any decision, so as to not make any mistake in spending our finances, especially involving Takaful. If we view from other perspective, is it really good? Is it really good or worth it? Because in Takaful, we both donate and help each other, but we also need to see. But before that, we also need to see if our financial situation is affordable to spend on this thing. Finally, we should take Takaful. We should take Takaful according to our needs instead of registering and paying blindly without any budget arrangement. This is to not make ourselves. This is for precaution step, so we don't make ourselves fall into the extreme financial wastage, because the insurance payment commitment is monthly or sometimes yearly, depends on the contract. But we don't want to waste our money on things that we don't need, right? However, it is your money and you are entitled to your money, so spend your money wisely. That's all from us. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.